Hi everyone. This passage that I'm going to read to you today is taken from a collection of prophetic poems. It's in the book of Zechariah. Zechariah, he's a real historical figure, and he teamed up with another prophet during his time to urge the people of Jerusalem to rebuild the temple that had been destroyed in the Babylonian invasion. Babylon was a huge Eastern empire around Iran and Iraq, and that destruction had happened just 70 years earlier. The nation of Israel had been left to their decision to walk away from God. And the result of their decisions and leadership had been destruction and exile. And in the midst of their return, Zechariah comes and he encourages the people to carry on the rebuilding of the temple. And the temple was a point on earth that symbolizes the meeting of heaven and earth. And this was all in the face of trials and tribulation. And this was done so as to usher in the kingdom of God. And at the point of this passage here that I'm going to read to you, Zechariah paints a vision of what that kingdom looks like. It's chapter 9, verse 9. It says this: "Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." Now, of course, for many of us who know the Easter story will remember that Jesus entered into Jerusalem on a donkey. And this is where our great surprise kind of comes in. You see, the greatest battles of good and evil ever are depicted with a knight on gleaming armor, on a horse, or a hero in battle, or some other kind of majestic thing. The righteous and victorious king would not make himself known on a donkey, would he? But this is one of the best symbols of the upside-down nature of the kingdom of God. A world that is broken, in pain, and crumbling under the weight of the pride of people, of communities, and of nations, does not need a king. It doesn't need a leader that is brazen, bold, and strong in military might. The picture that is painted and illuminated here is that it needs a king that is humble, loving, and approachable. The story of Easter culminates in this king on a cross, opening the way for you and for me to enter into an open partnership with this king to see the restoration of this world. A world in which love and humility are the norm rather than the exception. Thank you for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day.